Monday lunchtime, joined by Nathan Corden for following the second round draw, Star Sports and Toaster Racecourse Ground Derby. I think we can safely get away with calling it. Nathan, I thought the draw worked out particularly well. You know, looking at the numbers, obviously you've got trap fives for middle seeds. That kind of goes with the territory these days. But generally, good share of trap fours for middle seeds, and obviously all the 1, 2, 3s for the railers.
Yeah, no, that's right. There was 16 wide, so we've managed to get a wide in each, and 33 middles and 47 railers. So it's actually quite a nice spread. I'm sure there's going to be people who probably are not happy with what trap they've got. The seeding panel have sort of insisted on some things. They're going to keep an eye on other things for this weekend as well, and those changes they have made, there is still the opportunity to change after this weekend too. So you are allowed to change the seeding for rounds 1 and 2, but once the second round's completed, that is it.
Yeah, I mean, I take it that the majority of the discussions were reasonably amicable, were they, with the connections?
The majority were, yeah.
Fair enough. I think we'll go down that route. Yeah, at the end of the day, though, I've been the one that's been pushing forward to say tracks have got to be tougher. So I'm not going to back down from that. And I don't know which connections we're talking about that aren't happy, but that kind of, if everybody can justify their position and then be prepared to backstep if they say, do you know what, we got it slightly wrong. I just feel that so often we talk to trainers and they will say, well, yeah, I thought he was a middle seed when he got this box. But when he ran at so-and-so, he ran for the inside and he moved off at the bend. So the trainers themselves often don't know that they're scrambling around, and you can only work with what you see, can't you?
Yeah, look, listen, it's always going to be a controversial subject. It's always going to be very difficult because, like everything in this game, it's a game of opinions. So, you look at it from different viewpoints, the head-on cameras, but, sometimes dogs can sort of come out and go across and then come back in. They could be coursing the hare. So, like I said to begin with, but we're not going to please everybody, and we just need to do what's best for the competition, really.
Yeah, looking at the way the draws worked out, from Friday first heat, the place is going to be buzzing, isn't it? I mean, hopefully we can throw some captions up here, but Heat 1, Ballymac Kingdom, Jaguar Macy, Signet Ace, Glengar Bale, Newing Jacko, and Auxerre. I've seen worse finals. I've seen worse finals than that.
Yeah, I mean, you look across them. There's fast dogs. There's Category 1 winners galore in there as well. So yeah, I think that's one of the tougher heats.
Looking again, I'm just going to try and call it up here. 12th heat. And again, no disrespect to those I don't mention, but Roxhome Sheik, Lenson Bocco, and Priceless Jet, all in opposition to each other, which again will be an absolute cracker. I don't know, 10-pin against Dear Jet Sydney.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting because 10-pin probably, well, to be fair, they both missed the break the other night. So, you'd like to think if both of them come out together, it's going to be a race to the first bend between them.
Okay, now I also want to talk to you very briefly about last weekend. I spoke to trainers, very, very frustrated with the situation in terms of mingling with owners, and I mean, I'm not going to get into the politics of it. All that you can say is given the nature, the GBGB are trying to adhere to the letter of the law because they need to be seen to be doing that. It seems to me that it's the rules themselves that are bizarre, whereby you can have people travel in a vehicle and then have to go and stand in separate places when they get to the stadium.
Yeah, listen, it is frustrating for everybody. It's frustrating for myself and for everybody here at the track. It's frustrating for the owners. It's frustrating for the trainers. But look, we are where we are. We've all just got to work together, hopefully for a few more weeks now. We're praying June the 21st comes and there is a full relaxation. I think we watch the news daily to worrying that the latest variant might just push that back a bit, which we hope and not, because it is tough. You know, we've all got to do our part. The rules are there. We've got to follow them. And you know, look, I think I was shot at so many times over Thursday, Friday, Saturday to saying that sorry, you can't go that side. You've got to be this side. You know, we are where we are, and you know I'll continue to do that because that's what we have to do. We have to uphold the rules and make sure that we have no issues with the GBGB.
Yes, of course. The other thing that needs to be raised, one serious injury to Rioja Smasher, obviously, you know, very great sadness and concern for connections with that particular dog. I guess we have to always put these things into context, though, rather like discussions about seeding, which, I mean, I've seen derbies at 4 different tracks, and there's always been arguments about seeding, and sadly, there will always be very fast greyhounds that get injured in a derby.
Yeah, and that's the unfortunate side of things. And Rioja Smasher was a lovely dog. He's a fast dog, and I was in touch with his owner Paul Woodburn yesterday. The dog's been operated on, everything went well, and you know, fingers crossed he can get a return to racing. But no one likes to see it, and you know, gutted for everybody involved.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, when these kind of accidents happen, and they, as I said, they've always happened on different tracks and even on different racing surfaces. But bearing in mind, White City was grass. People do look at the surface. I had a good chat with John Mullins on Sunday, and said, you know, what did you make of the racing conditions? He said there was, as far as he was concerned, there was absolutely nothing at all wrong with the track. He was happy with the condition of the track, and said, you know, sadly it is a racing injury, and we kind of have to accept these or not be in the game.
Yeah, and you know, again, it is very much like the seeding. It's the whole industry-wide thing. Everybody has a different view on things. So you know, trial session a few weeks ago, we were saying some trainers were saying that, oh, you need more water on, and some were coming off and saying it's too wet out there. You know, everybody has a different opinion, and you know, we just have to sort of stick to what we're doing because we believe we do a very safe track. You know, to be fair to Kevin Boothby, you know, that's his priority. He's got a very regimented routine to say, you know, that's what happens on the track. We provide a safe surface. We don't have many injuries here. And yes, unfortunately, we did have one on Saturday night, which wasn't ideal for anybody.
No. Again, though, you would have remembered them presumably at Nottingham, particularly the first year with the extra round.
Yeah, and it does happen. You know, we had injuries at Nottingham. We, like you said, there was injuries at Wimbledon. There was injuries at White City. You know, it's not nice to see at all.
No, the incredible thing is, and I had this discussion with people. There were many more injuries at White City than there are on the grass tracks because there was no banking. Obviously, being a grass track on the sand tracks, because obviously on a grass track there is no banking, and there were many serious injuries. I got photographs of some of them, but in those days people weren't quite as it wasn't quite so highlighted when these things happened.
Yeah, I was a little bit too young to remember White City. I never went, unfortunately.
Thank you. Well, Nathan, thank you for joining me. Hopefully we can do one of these in another couple of days.
Absolutely. Thanks,
Speak to
Floyd.
you then soon. Thank you.